Good morning. Myself, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Department of Zoology, SPC Government College, Ajmer. Today we discuss about regulation of mitosis and meiosis. The topic may be divided into four parts: introduction, regulation of mitosis, in which requirement for regulation of mitosis. These are mitotic kinases and checkpoints, and fourth is regulation in meiosis. Now first, introduction. The study of mitosis regulation has always been carried out in parallel with meiotic cell cycle discoveries. The basic cell cycle machinery that regulates mitosis based on fluctuations in the activity of cyclin dependent kinases, that is CDKs, is responsible for the main transitions that occur during meiosis, as shown in figure. In some cases, mitotic regulators carry out the new functions or change their relative importance in a particular process, while in other cases novel meiosis specific regulators emerge. Now second point, that is regulation of mitosis, in which requirement for the regulation of mitosis. There are three requirements for the regulation of mitosis. First is mitotic kinases, second is first checkpoints, and second is second checkpoints. After DNA synthesis and before the G to M transition, that is post DNA synthetic phase and mitotic phase transition, if DNA damage is detected, two imported kinases ATM, that is Ataxia telangiectasia mutated, and ATM RAD3 related, that is ATR, are activated, initiating the DNA damage checkpoints. These proteins initiate a cascade of kinase activation that ultimately leads to a G2M cell cycle, arrests and prevents mitotic progression of cells with damaged DNA. This is done via activation of multiple kinases, including the checkpoint kinases, that is CHK first and CHK second, and polo-like kinases, that is PLK3, which are able to phosphorylate and nuclear exclusion. ATM or ATR also inhibits PLK first, that is polo-like kinases first activity, to achieve the same end point, indicating paralleling pathways. The regulation of mitotic phase progression relies on two post-translational mechanisms. First is protein phosphorylation and second is proteolysis. These are ultimately intervened as the proteolytic machinery is controlled by phosphorylation, whereas several mitotic kinases are down-regulated by degradation. These kinases play a major role in the two checkpoints both before entry into and during mitosis. The most prominent mitotic kinase is the CDK first. It is the founding member of the CDK family of cell cycle regulators. Mitosis begins and ends with the activity of CDK first and its binding partner cyclin B1. Proper control of CDK first or cyclin B1 activities is absolutely essential for appropriate cell cycle progression and exits. Before CDK first identification, scientists Massey and Smith separately identified a complex later named the maturation promoting factor. Maturation promoting factor was found to consist of CDK first and cyclin B1. With mitosis relying on the activity of a single complex, maturation promoting factor is controlled by multiple counteracting kinases and phosphatases to ensure normal cell cycle progression. With current cancer therapies not being able to effectively manage the disease, strategies targeting mitosis regulators could be a potentially useful option. It is importance of regulation of mitosis, that is mitotic kinases. Thus, strategies targeting mitosis regulators could be a potentially useful opinion which may improve the therapeutic index when used alone or in combination with current regimes. The nature of mitotic kinases makes them a suitable target for anti-tumor therapy because they are only expressed during the cell cycle, that is, in actively dividing cells. Additionally, dysregulation of mitotic kinases has been associated with uncontrolled and improper cell cycle progression both in vitro and in vivo, which presents a potential for specific diagnosis and treatment. Finally, the mitotic kinases possess relatively specific targeting sites for small molecule inhibitors with little to no homology outside their respective kinase families. The second requirement is checkpoints. Checkpoints are regulatory mechanisms that block cell cycle progression when key cellular processes are defective or chromosomes are damaged. A second checkpoint controlled by kinases is the spindle assembly checkpoints during mitosis. Now, regulation in meiosis. The special characteristics of meiosis, for example, the absence of an S phase, that is synthetic phase, between meiosis first and meiosis second, along prophase in which homologous recombination events occurs, require specific regulation, and cells respond to this challenging situation in different ways. During the eukaryotic cell cycle, Accurate transmission of genetic information to progeny is ensured by the operation of cell cycle checkpoints. During meiosis, genetic recombination between homologous chromosomes is essential for proper chromosome segregation at the first meiotic division. In response to incomplete recombination, the Pachydin checkpoints, also known as the meiotic recombination checkpoints, arrest or delays meiotic cell cycle progression, thus preventing the formation of defective gametes. Eukaryotic cell division consists of a highly regulated sequence of events that must occur in the appropriate order. Checkpoints are control mechanisms that prevent initiation of late events until earlier events have been successfully completed, thus ensuring faithful transmission of genetic information to the progeny as described by Hartwell and Van Weenert in 1989. Thanks.